Hey, it's been a while, and it's been a while because I think I have postpartum depression. It hit. Soul is 6.5 months old right now. Calling the psych to go to therapy, and they hung up on me. Awesome.
You have reached the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Medicine. To continue in English, press 1.
I just called, and I think somebody may have hung up on me, or I don't know what it may have.
Oh, I think we got disconnected.
I
turned around and the phone was...
Oh, it's all good. No worries. Yeah, I just feel like it's just like a snowball of things.
Yeah.
Where it's just like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just drowning. You know, I'm just like constantly drowning, and then when I'm able to get any like moment of breath and I'm treading the water, I feel like I just like fall back down.
Yeah.
I think what was the hardest part about this was, one, admitting to the fact that this is how I feel. I was so afraid of getting postpartum depression, and I was so proud of myself for not having it, and for like keeping everything together and like posting videos on HellaJam, and I felt like I was like so patient with Soul and such a good wife to Stefano. And then 6 months hit, and I feel like a phony because I'm such an advocate for therapy, and I'm such an advocate for like seeking help and for knowing that like you're not alone. But for the first time ever, I just didn't want to talk to anyone about it. And the moment I talked to Stefano, I felt better. The reason why I'm putting this video together for you guys is to be upfront and honest with you guys that my life isn't perfect. Hopefully, if I'm in another situation later in life and I'm just losing hope and just in a really, really bad negative space, I can look at this and be reminded, like, look at how far you've come and that you're gonna get through it. It's just hard to put into words. Like, postpartum depression is hard to put into words when my life isn't even bad. I don't know where I'm going with this video. So I'm like, I just finished a video, I uploaded it, thinking that maybe that'd make me feel better. And then I talked to Stefano, and I'm just like, he FaceTimed me at work, and I just want to be happy again. You know, like, I'm tired of feeling empty inside. I'm tired of feeling numb. I'm tired of just like going insane in my head and just like creating this toxic space in my head for myself, you know? Like, I have so much love to give, and I like love every single person. Like, I give so much love to every person that like I meet, not my friends and family, but like, why can't I love myself right now? Like, why can't I just like kick these feelings? I mean, that's the biggest thing. It's like, when am I gonna feel better? Because right now I just feel so fragile. Like, my body feels weak, my headspace, my soul, I just feel so weak. And I know this will never happen, but I just feel like I don't want Stefano to just wake up one day, like, God forbid I don't get better, you know? And to wake up one day and Steph's just like, I can't do this. Like, I just can't be with a sad girl, you know? And I know that would never happen, but it's like, why am I like putting these thoughts into my head? Like, what happened to the confident Jamie? I'm tired of being sad. Hi guys. I wanted to kind of, don't mind the mess back there, I just shot a thrift haul. But I wanted to hop on here and kind of talk to you guys a little bit more in depth about, hi Mochi, Mochi's here. My depression and what's been going on since the previous clip that you guys saw of me actually calling to set up an appointment with the doctor. The first time I saw my therapist, it helped so much. I almost just like word vomited all of my feelings to her, and it helped so much talking to her. I set up appointments to see her regularly, and then I also set up appointments to go to this postpartum depression class. I was doing good. I went to yoga and I was feeling, you know, doing everything I could to fight my depression or to fight my sadness. And then something happened and it triggered my depression again, and it was really, really bad, to the point where I had this such intense amount of anger and pain, and I kicked a hole in the wall. I was screaming in a pillow. I ran outside and screamed at the top of my lungs, and I just felt numb. This entire time I've been feeling numb. That was the first time in a long time I felt so much anger and I didn't know what to do with myself. I think I was also very anxious because I'd have to actually go to this postpartum group class. I went, it was great, but I also felt like my feelings weren't valid because of the fact that here I am at this postpartum class and like everyone's venting about their partner's not helping out or their kid not sleeping very well, and here I am, Soul sleeps like an angel. Like, he literally sleeps 9 hours a night. I get 9 hours of sleep, yet I still feel like absolute shit. I still feel like a terrible person, and it almost made me even more in my head. And then I spiraled even more, and finally I just realized I think it's time that I see a psychiatrist. And I talked to the doctor, and she said, based off everything that you've said, you have severe depression. She said that it seems like you've dealt with depression your entire life. In my family, we never talked about depression, especially in the Asian culture, being first generation American. My family just kind of said, toughen up, you know, like, you're stronger than this, you know, you can outthink it. And I found so much comfort in talking to my therapist, knowing that it is a chemical imbalance. There's only so much you can do to try and fight through it. You can't really fight through it. Yes, you can change your mindset and think like, okay, well, these negative thoughts that you're thinking are simply thoughts. But sometimes that's just not enough. And that really helped. My doctor said, it's almost like if you have bad eyesight. No one's gonna be like, oh, well, you should have had more carrots. And the moment she said that to me, I was like, oh my God. So yes, I'm clinically depressed. Yes, I've been struggling with it. There's only so much I can do. And like, yes, I'm gonna try and change my frame of thinking, and I'm going to try and work out more to get some endorphins going. I'm going to try and be social because being around friends makes me happy. I'm going to be around people that make me happy. She said it's almost as if, let's say you want to lose weight. Well, just working out isn't going to work without you also eating healthy. So she said, like, yes, you can take these antidepressants, but you're also going to have to also do things that make you happy, and like get yourself out of bed and go work out or pick up hobbies that make you happy. Also, I've been just trying to remind myself to slow down and that it's okay to slow down because I am going through this. For the longest time, I thought, like, is it just in my head, you know? But like hearing the doctor tell me, like, you are clinically depressed, gave me the validation, just be like, this is what you're going through, and now you can move forward. Now it's up to you to do everything you can to get better. I think the hardest part for me was opening up to Stefano first, but then I remember writing my post on Instagram. I hadn't even told my family yet, but I just opened up about my depression because I felt like if I just put it out there for everyone to see, that's almost like a part of healing for me. And it helped so much because I was so nervous to put myself out there when I'm currently at the lowest place I've ever been in my entire life. It's almost like, okay, well, right now you're at the bottom of the barrel. This is as bad as it's gonna get. Let's move forward. Right now I am on Prozac, and I was so hesitant to take antidepressants just because I don't ever want to rely on a substance. After talking to my doctor, we're monitoring very closely all of my symptoms. I've been journaling. It's helped a lot. It's helped so much. Like that first week, I just felt like, all right, I can get out of bed. When I have energy to do things, I'm going to do things. When I can't, it's okay. They say that oftentimes like you're going to feel worse before you feel better, and I felt better and then worse. And now today I just kind of have been trying to be more forgiving to myself and let myself kind of accept all the feelings as what they are and then move forward. And today was actually super productive. I feel like after seeing my therapist, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Before it was just like I couldn't see anything. I really felt numb and foggy. Like everything that everyone was saying to me, it was just like it wasn't helping, you know? And now I kind of feel like it's like now I can see my purpose again. I'm not 100% better, and there are times that I still feel really down and I get really anxious, but I think the hardest part was getting help. I don't have time to play around, you know? I have to live for Stefano. I have to live for Soul. There's so much to live for, and I can't continue being toxic in my head or letting myself get into an even darker space. I wanted to open up to you guys and talk to you about my postpartum depression / I guess I just found out I've been dealing with depression my entire life. Because I want you guys to know that you're not alone, and that if you are struggling with depression, I know it's scary, and I know you don't want to get out of bed, and I know that you feel like the world is crashing down, but there is a beautiful life out there, and there's so much life to be had, and there's so many things to be done, and there's so many people that love you, and I promise you that it just takes one phone call to book that appointment with a therapist and seek help. There's not enough people talking about mental health, and there's such a high suicide rate. If you are thinking about suicide, you are not alone. There's so much life to be had. There's so many beautiful things for you to experience. And coming from someone who does struggle with depression and has thought about suicide, if I ever did commit suicide when I wanted to, years ago, I wouldn't have met Stefano. I wouldn't have had this beautiful zoo in my home of all these animals. I wouldn't have beautiful Soul Vincent. I wouldn't have this channel and be able to talk to you guys about things like mental health and what I'm going through, and really build this community that we have here. That's pretty much it. I just want to tell you guys that I love you. We're all struggling with something deep inside, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I just want to tell you guys I love you, and I'm thinking of you, and I just wanted to share my story with you. If you guys struggle with depression, anxiety, have seen a therapist and want to talk about this, I'd love for you to leave a comment below, and let's just build this community to really build this community and end the negative stigma against mental health awareness. All right, guys, thank you so much. Love you. Peace.